Metabolic adaptation, what is it and why is it bad on your weight loss journey? Let's get it. Hi, this is Julien here, taking the fear out of fitness, helping you be the best you. Today we're going to talk about metabolic adaptation. Why is it bad? And also the things that are needed to understand the goals of weight loss, and why is it important for you to stay on that path rather than doing some extreme dieting. Okay? Metabolic adaptation is when the body adapts to the stresses of you losing weight on a rapid basis to the point where the total daily energy expenditure, which TDEE, is lower than when you started on your weight loss journey to begin with. So for instance, right now, let's say I burn 2,500 calories and I start losing weight on a rapid basis. What happens is that now my total daily energy expenditure, without having to go, if I did the same type of things on a day-to-day basis, my total daily energy expenditure actually lowers on a high level. So for instance, the study that I posted on my Facebook page, it shows that 16 biggest loser contestants were studied over the course of 6 years. And over the course of those 6 years, 14 of those people were then tracked after those 6 years. And what they discovered was that when the 16 biggest losers finished their run on the show, they lost a total of on average of 128 pounds in 6 months. And when they lost that 128 pounds in 6 months, they lost 600 calories of daily expenditure burn than they would have had they not lost the weight at all. Fast forward 6 years later, 14 of those biggest loser contestants came back to demonstrate that of the 128 pounds that they lost combined, on an average, they on average gained back 90 of that 128 pounds. Now to basically give you more information about that, it is not totally correlated onto why they gained the weight, that it is tied into their metabolic adaptation, but it does show that when they did get tested again, they also have a lowered caloric expenditure of 700 calories. So what that means is that not only did their metabolic adaptation had gotten worse when they got off the show, but it even got worse 6 years after the fact. What this is an example of is that you should not lose weight on such a rapid level to where it affects your body fat. It affects your ability to burn fat and utilize energy on a better basis, because now your body has resisted your body change to the point where now you are lower in energy expenditure, because your body does not trust that you are going to lose weight on a basis to where your body can actually keep up the energy expenditure without having to change everything about you. So this is part of the reason why, as a personal trainer who is responsible, we do not promote rapid weight loss. We don't promote, gaining weight and losing weight on such a fast pace, because it will damage your metabolism in such a way where you may not ever get it back. And that will then put you on a path to where you just will have a harder time of gaining and losing weight. All right. So here's the things that you need to understand when it comes to weight loss and what we look for, and how is it important that we know what it is that we're doing. So you have your thermogenic energy effect of food. So what that is that when you eat, this is how your body heats up to break down and digest your food. That is usually a small percentage of your total daily energy expenditure, right? So now also you have your NEAT, which is your non-exercise average of energy intake, right? So that means everything that you do on a daily basis that causes you to burn calories without exercise. Then you have your energy effect, right? You have your exercise energy effect. So with your exercise energy effect, that is you burning calories through exercise, right? Last but not least, you have your resting metabolic rate, or your RMR or your BMR, basal metabolic rate, which is basically how your body utilizes energy throughout the day, regardless of whether you're doing something or not. Now, it is long suspected that when you do go into metabolic adaptation, it is your RMR or your BMR that suffers greatly, which is the biggest portion of your metabolic flow, usually about 70% of your metabolic flow on a day-to-day basis. So what that means is that you are suffering greatly from your ability to burn energy, utilize energy properly, simply because you decided to lose weight uber fast, all right? So what I want you guys to do is always be responsible when it comes down to your weight loss goals, and be very patient in the way that it goes, especially women, because women do go through a series of ups and downs because of menstruation and their biological flow, all right? If you have any questions, comments, or anything that you want to say to me directly, comment, share on Facebook, YouTube, and on Instagram. Have a nice day. Be the best you.